The next achievements of the robot Spot from Boston Dynamics, amphibious robots, amphibious drones, liquid chips in the brain, programming robots by artificial intelligence, and other high-tech news in today's one episode. Boston Dynamics unveiled Spot's Choreographer software, a tool for creating and controlling movement through the Spot API. Now, to teach a robot to dance, you just need to know how to dance, not how to program. The Choreographer controller understands Spot's robot physics and environment, controlling the robot's balance and only then trying to perform the desired movements. If the robot is asked to do something physically impossible, or if it encounters an environmental problem such as a slippery floor, Spot will find the available movement most similar to what was requested and perform it. Also thanks to a partnership between Boston Dynamics and Fluke Process Instruments, Spot's robot has taken an acoustic control to the next level. The company said in a tweet that Fluke's new SV600 fixed acoustic image scanner allows Spot to automate the detection of air and gas leaks and identify mechanical sound signatures. Deep Robotics has released a waterproof version of its four-legged protective Jueying robot. The robot is designed for industrial tasks, although what kind of task is not yet specified. Deep Robotics is trying hard to keep up with the leading-edge robo-dog manufacturers and offering budget alternatives to their functionality. A team from Facebook AI, the University of California at Berkeley, and Carnegie Mellon University taught the robot to adapt to any surface it encounters, to any object it carries, no matter what condition it finds itself in. The Rapid Motor Adaptation System uses a combination of two control algorithms, a basic algorithm trained through reinforcement learning, and an adaptation module trained through supervised learning. As a result, the robot first analyzes its current state and the previous action at each moment of time, and calculates the next action based on all this data. And secondly, it tries to understand the properties of its environment by analyzing its actions for the last half a second and turning them into a vector encoding external conditions using a one-dimensional convolutional neural network. This vector, together with the states and actions of the last second half, is fed to the motion calculation module. After virtual training, the developers tested the system on a Chinese Unitree A1 robot dog, and the results were impressive. Sarcos Robotics showed how the Guardian XT robot can handle tree trimming in a park while a human is at a safe distance. The teleoperated robot duplicates the movements of an operator standing on the ground wearing a virtual reality helmet and motion capture suit. The robot's head has two cameras that form a stereo pair. The motion capture system compiles a real-time 3D body model using gyroscopes, accelerometers, and magnetometers, allowing for precise control of the robot. The Guardian's XT special feature is that its arm segments, eye spacing, and other dimensions are slightly larger than a human's, but proportional to them, so control is natural. Scientists from the Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology have developed a soft hydrogel-based brain implant. The device consists of a bundle of ultra-thin, multifunctional polymeric fibers, embedded in and surrounded by a polyacrylamide alginate hydrogel. Because the hydrogel is rigid in its initial dry state, it can be relatively easily inserted into the brain tissue without the use of any support and guidance devices. Once implanted, however, it absorbs body fluid and becomes very soft and pliable, just like the tissue that surrounds it. This means it is less likely to be perceived by the immune system as a foreign object. Engineers at Dexterous Robotics came up with the idea of teaching robots to manipulate objects without grippers or vacuum suction cups using oversized chopsticks. On the one hand, chopsticks could pick up anything. They could help the robot handle objects in different shapes, sizes, and densities without replacing attachments and equipment. On the other hand, it won't be easy to train a robot to do that. Let's keep an eye on the company's progress. In our opinion, they deserved the price for originality of the idea. The developers taught the Tencent robot different gait styles of four-legged animals. Training with reinforcement helped the robot learn different styles of movement in the simulation, from trotting to galloping. The robot's whole body control system used a low-level controller based on multi-solid body dynamics to calculate the desired torques for each joint. all while a high-level neural network policy planned the expected gait and fulcrum points. Engineers plan to present their results in the fall at the IROS 2021 Robotics Conference. Engineers from the ETH Zurich presented the Dipper, an air-to-water hybrid vehicle capable of controlling movement in the air and underwater. The lightweight UAV, with swiveling swept wings which provide a dynamic transition between the two environments, can reach speeds of 70 km per hour, fly 5 km, and dive into water from a height of 150 meters and swim for 10 minutes. The drone is equipped with a single engine and uses a special clutch system to engage either the front propeller for flight or the rear propeller for swimming. Festo plans to create a universal robot programming system using artificial intelligence. FlareOps project aims to develop an artificial intelligence system that could collect and merge data from multiple robotic warehouses and manufacturing facilities to train robots in a way that would not jeopardize the transfer of sensitive company data. By guaranteeing participant security, Festo would be able to gather an array of data to quickly train any production robot for any task, tailored to each specific production. Potentially, this would speed up roboticization several times over. Walmart and Symbiotic are working together to bring a high-tech automation system to the retail chain. The system, tested at one of Walmart's distribution centers, will now be enhanced and scaled to 25 more of the company's regional locations. It is designed to improve the speed and accuracy of receiving shipments for future orders. The solution uses a dense, modular storage system that increases building capacity and robotic solutions for palletizing, organizing, and optimizing cargo shipments and other tasks. Airbus Space Engineers installed a European robotic arm on the Russian multipurpose laboratory module Nakua and is now ready to fly to the ISS. The robotic arm will serve the Russian segment of the space station. The symmetrical two-armed intelligent robotic arm, with a total length of more than 11 meters, can walk around the outside of the ISS from one fixed base point to another. ERA has several joints, lightweight limbs, and a controller computer in the middle of the arm. Astronauts can control the robotic arm in real time or with pre-programming from inside or outside the ISS to make it move payloads, inspect the space station with its infrared cameras, and support operations outside of the ISS. Chinese engineers also unveiled their robotic arm for the National Space Station. The space robotic arm is attached to the Tyne base module, the first and main component of the station. Details of the device and the functions of the arm are not yet known. Hyundai will launch the RoboShuttle unmanned minibus in South Korea in early August. An autonomous version of the Hyundai H350 light minibus will walk a route of just over 6 kilometers and pick up passengers at 20 stops. It will be possible to call the RoboShuttle through the application. RoboShuttle is designed for 14 passengers and can reach speeds of about 160 kilometers per hour. At first, there will be a driver in the cabin. In China, a major e-commerce site JD.com has been delivering goods by robot for several months, according to the website drone.com. Large robots with 20 cells deliver goods so far over short distances from the company's distribution center in 8 Chinese cities. When the robot arrives, the customer receives a notification on their smartphone. To pick the goods up, it's necessary to dial a code on the delivery man's display, and after that, the box with the order inside opens up. Tesla announced the upcoming upgrade of the Tesla Supercharger network of fast charging stations. After it, the capacity of the charging stations will increase by 50 kilowatts to 300 kilowatts, which will allow to charge, for example, the Model 3 long range to run 120 kilometers in about 10 minutes. Most likely, this is not the limit for the Tesla, and the company will strive to increase the capacity of its charging stations to 350 kilowatts, like the most powerful Electrify America stations. The Pentagon's Lord of the Ghost Fleet program will get 2 more large robotic surface ships by the end of 2021. This will exactly double the total of the project, which aims to create a large robotic ships that could stay in the ocean for long periods of time and require no maintenance. One possible role for such of these ships would be to store munitions and deliver them to inhabited warships. Remember that the test of the Nomad surface robot, part of the program, was completed back in May. The ship was able to overcome about 8,000 kilometers while in autonomous mode. The U.S. Marines will receive a Hero 120 rocket launchers and bomber ammunition from the Israeli company U-Vision Air. It is known that the company contract provides for multi-year cooperation. The launch containers will be mounted on wheels and tracked combat vehicles, as well as on LRUSV long-range robotic vehicles. Hero 120 should be finalized for the US, but already now the range of these munitions is 40 kilometers, and the flight time is about an hour. The devices are suitable for reconnaissance, defeat of tanks and other enemy equipment, destruction of concrete fortifications, and high-precision strikes on targets located in populated areas. A Slovako resident, the Russian company Sensor Tech Labs, has developed a new ELVIS implant that helps blind people see. The system consists of a chip that is connected to the human brain and stimulates it with small current discharges, as well as 2 cameras that analyze what is happening around them. The picture from the camera is reduced to the size of 10 by 10 dots and transmitted in black and white to the brain. It won't allow you to see the details, but it will give general vision information and the idea of the contours of objects. The device, designed for those who have lost vision but could see before, that is, had a visual experience, has already been tested on volunteers. Subscribe to the Pro Robot channel, like this video, and don't miss any new releases from the world of high tech.